Hi, this is Mary Neal. I'm America's most censored Mary Neal. Online, I usually go by Mary Loves Justice. I shared a little poem that I wrote a few years ago, Rabbit Hole. It's a 21st century slave song by Mary Neal. I wrote it around 2008. All rights are protected. I stumbled down a rabbit hole. I thought therein I would find gold. Instead, there were people to help from lonely dungeons where they are kept. I want to thank President Obama for his promise to eliminate solitary confinement for juveniles in federal prisons. It should make this administration and all prisoner rights activists feel proud once this is done. And I want to thank you, ACLU, for your tireless work to relieve mentally ill Americans of solitary confinement, prison torture. And then I said, sorry, but hackers won't allow your name to link when I try. I'm censored because of my brother's murder under secret arrest and because of the work I do for giving assistance to the incarcerated mentally ill. And that's the name of my organization, which I invite everyone to look up online. And please follow the blog, join the organization by liking it at Facebook and Google Plus and Care too. So, my problem here today is that right here, ACLU, the hackers will never let that name link when I write it. Now, you might say it didn't link because it's jammed against this comma and this comma, but the truth is I didn't jam it. The hackers did that too. And I want to see if I can show you that right now. What happens when I try to highlight ACLU, link it rather. When you link someone's name, I understand that it may go to their attention, maybe in an email or whatever way they select it. I don't know. But anyway, I want to show you what happens when I try to link ACLU. As you can see, I have a space after the comma and a space before the for. So right here, I'm going to add the little there. No, not that. That. Okay. And then they jammed it up again. We're going to get that out of the way. And we're going to erase this because, okay, now we're going to try again. And they might jam it up again or they might not. Let's see. We don't want that. We want that. And then we want ACLU. There it is. We select it. And it goes away. You see? It goes away. So what we're going to do is show that it won't work. We're going to add it right now to show that it won't work for Mary Neal. I don't know if anyone is able to actually highlight ACLU. Look, I'm clicking right here at the F because I want to move it over some. They probably got some code in here that prevents me from doing anything in this space. But I noticed some time ago that I'm not allowed to link ACLU. I don't know what that's all about. I'm not allowed to link Amnesty International, in any of my posts or ACLU. I don't know what that's all about. I'm censored. I'm America's most censored person because I might be the only person in America who had a relative, a handicapped man who looked homeless, but he was not. He lived in a care home, Larry Neal. He was secretly arrested and murdered in America for being black and poor and mentally ill. That's a triple whammy. And I'm not allowed to talk about it, write about it, or anything, but I do that all the time. They just work against my being able to call it to certain organizations' attention. Um, they block my phone calls. They take over my computers and usually destroy them. Ha ha ha! Last year, it occurred to me that I should not buy another computer. I should rent one. And that way, if they tear it up in the morning, within a matter of hours, I will have another one without incurring any additional expense. So that's why I rent. Now let me show you this again. This is ACLU. And now I go down here and I choose it. And it goes away. So they won't let me link ACLU. Do you see that? That's one of the ways that they do censorship, American style. That is censorship, American style. It's secret, supposedly, but there's nothing secret about it because I show it to people all the time. I like this. Abbott Supreme shared, stop believing in authority. Start believing in each other. And then we have the unity. People are holding hands, lined up, signifying unity, the people's unity. I like that. And Sue Eason wrote, good advice. And how about standing together against the tyranny? And I answered that and wrote, it feels lonely standing against tyranny, Sue Eason, and dangerous. Yet we must unite against oppression always. Thank you. I thank her for suggesting that we stand together against tyranny. That's very important. And in the Bible, at I think it's Genesis, the Bible speaks of the people coming together. He said in the Bible, behold, the peoples is one. The peoples is one. And they speak one language. Now nothing can be withheld from them, which they determined to do. Now, if God knew that a united people could do anything that they made up in their mind to do, and they acted together, they believed together, they come together, they could have any darn thing they want, even human rights, even freedom, even an end to corruption in government, even a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Let us come together against this censorship that I experience. Let us stand together and honor, demand that the First Amendment of the United States Constitution be honored. Thank you very much. This is Mary Neal, otherwise known as Mary Loves Justice.